So now I would like to welcome Mark Alewine, who is a Christian singer, songwriter, podcaster and coach, and I can assure the listeners that Mark has a very interesting sharing for you. So Mark, you are a Christian who together with your wife, you release around 8 Christian songs per year. Can you introduce yourself to the listeners of who you are, your background, and why is Jesus important in your life?
Well, thank you, George, for having me on your show. I really appreciate this opportunity to share a bit about what I do and why I do it. I'm a retired worship pastor after 40 plus years in that world. Now, I say retired from that. I'm really refired and repurposed now to write and release Jesus-filled, God-filled music for encouraging other people, really to whoever will listen. I'm not chasing any other dream other than fulfilling a calling that I believe God has given us and given me. When I say us, my wife Cindy and I work together in Mark Alewine Music, Alewine Music. And we've been releasing music for 4 years now. I think we have 30-something songs released currently on all the streaming platforms. All of our music is filled with hope and help. My life has been a life of recovery from some childhood trauma, and God has rescued me and brought me to this particular point today to share my story and to bring Him glory. We love doing that. We love doing that through music. So when we write and release 8 songs a year, we actually write minimum of 75 and upwards of 100, 125 songs a year to be able to come up with those particular songs that we're going to release on all the streaming platforms. And Jesus is really the center of it all the music that we write. His goodness, His grace, His mercy, His rescue. And we want to share that hope and help to whoever will listen.
So Mark, thanks a lot for what you shared, and especially about the music you released together with your wife. Mark, you had a particular journey with your faith in Jesus. Can you tell us about this journey and how it influenced your Christian songwriting?
I appreciate that question, George. My faith in Jesus started when I was in high school in 11th grade when I got saved. I actually got saved at football camp. Pretty fun story there. But a guy that also got saved during the youth revival sweep of the southeast of the United States in the 70s. He got saved in there, and then I got saved because of that. And my wife Cindy actually is a product of that same revival movement in the youth of the 70s. I've gone through my life as a pastor, sometimes full-time, sometimes part-time, and so when I was part-time, I was working at other jobs while I was also fulfilling my role as a worship pastor. That was a good experience to be actually out in the marketplace while I was serving at a church part-time. But I was always filled with stress and fear, and so long story short, I had some repressed memories. I got some counseling, and I had some repressed memories of some childhood trauma that happened when I was 8, and it affected me, and I needed to confront these particular memories. It's kind of hard to think about actually repressing something, not really remembering it until you're, some 45 years later, when they came out during these therapy sessions. And it was really probably the most difficult time of my life. But through the help of the Lord and groups like Celebrate Recovery, my amazing family, my wife Cindy is just a rock star. If you could know her, you would love her. She is everything that I could ever want in a wife and more. We've been married for 42 years now, and she's seen it all. We've been through a number of things, health challenges, and this particular moment that I'm talking about here. All of the music that I write from that point on, you can hear the influence of the rescue that God gave me during that time. And so our music is filled with hope, help, encouragement, and I love writing music about what God has done in our lives and what He can do in other people's life. And it's really, really amazing when you think about the goodness of God and how you can put that down into music form, create a melody that goes around that, and have that serve the Lord in this particular way. I'm so grateful, George.
Thanks a lot, Mark, for explaining to us how God saved you in the 70s from stress and fear amongst others. Now, Mark, besides sharing the good news through your music, you also are involved with men to help them grow spiritually in their lives. Can you tell us more about what this mission is, who can attend, and how to make contact with you?
That's right, George. We have the music side of life. We also have a podcast called Grit and Glory, Songs and Stories. So it's the ampersand, not the word and in those two places. But we also I have a men's mastermind. I really want to see Christian men grow stronger in life. Today's culture across the United States and the world, for that matter, is just very toxic, and men are minimized. And I want to help men rise up to the occasions that we need to be at in this life right now. And men tend to run alone, George. The tendency is to think that I got this, I don't need any help. Reality is we all need help, and we need help from each other. And who better to help a man than another man who has been through similar experiences? There's not an experience in reality that we can go through that's unique just to us. So as a child, the experience that I went through was horrible, but I'm not the only 8-year-old that's ever been through that. And so we want to be able to help each other get through these particular moments, and who better to help another man than somebody who's experienced that before? And that's what we find when we get together in a mastermind setting. And a mastermind really is simply a group of people with similar goals and challenges who rely on each other for accountability, advice, and support. That's what it is. And so we get together Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Central Time on Zoom, and our group is called Pack Life Men. Pack Life is one word, Packlife space men. And we get on and talk life with each other and how we can help each other. And men tend to run alone, but we also realize that when we run alone, we're weaker and more vulnerable to all the things that we face in life. And when we run together with other men, there's strength in that. Men that rely on Jesus as their strength help other men rely on Jesus, but also we talk to each other offline. We help each other through really, really difficult moments. And we're finding that it's one of the most important things that we do as men when we get together, talk life, share life, are vulnerable with each other. It makes us stronger men of God, better husbands, better dads, better grandfathers, better warriors for Jesus. You can get us at packlifemen.com.
Thanks a lot, Mark, especially the way you try to help Christian men to find help in their spiritual life, to be supported spiritually through other Christian men. Now, Mark, before ending this interview with you, you have accepted to sing a song for us called Long Live the New. Can you tell us what the message of this song is about and why you wrote it and what it means to you?
Thanks, George. I really appreciate being able to share the story behind this particular song. This song is called Long Live the New, and I interviewed a guy just over at his house one day. I didn't actually go to interview him, I just went over to spend some time with him, but he started telling his testimony, and so I started writing. I tend to write notes in lyrics. Other people would write notes, just about the thing, but I tend to write in lyrics. And so I started writing this song called Long Live the New. And I found much of his story, obviously, in this song, but I found a lot of my own story. And I think most people, as they listen to the song Long Live the New, you can hear much of your own story in that. And so this message is about the old man versus the new man, the way I was before and the way I am after meeting Christ and allowing Him to change my life. And so my friend Vlad used to be a really, really bad dude. Really bad. And God rescued him. And so I wrote about his life, and then I inserted some of my own stuff in there. And as you listen, you can hear much of your own story in this song as well. So that's why I wrote it. The song really is something that I play frequently because it's just a reminder of where I was and where I am. I think we need to be looking to the future and what God has for us, but looking in the past where we were allows the reality of the change that God has brought in our lives and in my life personally, where I was, where I am, who I am, and where I'm going. George, I really appreciate this opportunity to share my story and to share music with your listeners, and this has meant so much to me. Thank you again.
So thanks a lot, Mark Alewine. It was a real pleasure having you on this podcast, sharing about your Christian life, how you were saved by God, and also about the music you share with your wife. So thanks again, Mark. Wishing you all the best in your life, and know that you are always welcomed to this podcast. So now, let us listen to the song Long Live the New.
I'm reminiscing about the days past. Think about where I am. Oh man, it's gone so fast. What was I thinking? All my thoughts were askew. But now the old man is dead. Long live the new. I'm a new man. Thanks to Jesus, I'm a new man. That's the way He sees me. The old man is dead. Long live the new. I don't live for me, I live for you. Sometimes old man, he picks up his head, but he don't realize that he's really dead. The old man showed a different side of me, but now I show you. Long live the new. I'm a new man. Thanks to Jesus, I'm a new man. That's the way He sees me. The old man is dead. Long live the new. I don't live for me, I live for you. Stop trying, turn it all over. Stop talking and turn it all over. Start listening, turn it all over. Start praying and turn it all over. I'm a new man. Thanks to Jesus, I'm a new man. That's the way He sees me. The old man is dead. Long live the new. I don't live for me, I live for you. I'm a new man. Thanks to Jesus, I'm a new man. That's the way He sees me. The old man is dead. Long live the new. I don't live for me, I live for you. I don't live for me, I live for you.
Long Live the New
Praying,
by Mark
turn it
Alewine.
all over. Keep praising and turn it all over.
My latest Christian book, Mom, Let Me Live, is free to be downloaded from Smashwords. Give the unborn child a voice to be heard. Download this ebook, Mom, Let Me Live, for free. I am George Calleja, Christian author, Christian broadcaster.